Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back. We are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. And in the last episode, we, I believe, did the draft and the re-sign phase. And in the episode before that, I believe we did our first playoff series in franchise history, which overall definitely wasn't the greatest. We lost in 5 games to St. Louis. But Ryan Johansson had a good playoffs, which is definitely good. Hopefully he will continue to play that way in the future. Now, the big question of the last episode was, do we try to sign a guy like Tyler Seguin, Nicholas Backstrom because of Benajad, even Mike Hoffman, Braden Shen, Kevin Hayes, any of them could be players we could bring in. Goalies definitely don't need one, but, there's Crawford and Subban there. So, yeah, I've decided what we are going to do, and we're actually going to sign no one. No, I'm not going to sign anyone. I'm not going to sign Sagan. I'm not going to sign Backstrom. I'm not going to sign Zibanejad, and here's why. Saying these players do come to our team, that would be really helpful for us in the future. Whether they actually do turn out to be anything or not, you never know. So this guy, Jacob Anderson, I don't know where he's from, but Anderson is spelled E-N, so he might be like Denmark or something, like Frederick Anderson. And then we have Leonard Bouma, which is more than likely Canadian or American, and then Mikael Johnson, so possibly a Swede. Now, all 3 of them went undrafted, and all 3 of them are defensemen. I mean, not like we need defensive prospects on this team, but Anderson, especially if he signs for us, he will definitely be playing. And that's if he's not if he's not in the CHL. Also, Alexis Gravel, we're gonna sign. He's medium starter. He probably has decent potential. We'll figure that out though in a few days. So I am very, very sorry because, man, school has been kicking my ass. I'm extremely sorry. But, yeah, so my bad, guys. Really, really do feel bad. But, I mean, there's not much I can do. I've been in such a rough time having to study for everything. So that is the main reason why I haven't been uploading much. But, yeah, once again, I am sorry. So I just want to show you guys here why I'm not going to sign these players. So we have, a prospect, basically, of Terry Yoshimura, a prospect in Philip Zadina, a prospect in Marco. Is it Marco? I believe it's Marco. Yeah, Marco Vanainen, Sebastian Reese, Arnott, I don't know how I feel about that. Markkinen, 76 overall at 20. You never know, he could get a jump. He's listed as a 4th liner. Pekka Markkinen. And then, obviously, we have Dubrowski and DeBrincat. We could see a jump from them as well. So we have a lot of decent forward players that could jump up, and I don't know if I want to sign them. Also have Liljegren and Korolev. I'd like to see a jump out of Liljegren in the offseason. Hopefully he can get better. We also have Valimaki, who will more than likely play in the NHL this year. Johansson, McIsaac, Jocelyn, Afanajanov, Almond, Hag. We've got a lot of defensive prospects as well. Now, goalies, we have some decent prospects as well. We've got Luukkonen and Herbas. Luukkonen might be backup potential this year. We also have Sturm and Naslund, If Alexis Gravel does sign with us, then we'll have another goaltending prospect that we could use in the trade. You never know. We'll have to wait and see. So let's just go back to free agency really quickly. I do want to just make sure I did offer those prospects contracts. So Anderson, Bouma, and Johnson I did. And Gravel, I believe I did as well. Yes, I did. Okay, so that is fine with me. Let's start advancing days, and we'll see if any of these players decide to join the Houston Vikings. It would be really cool if they did, that's for sure. Bouma accepts, Johnson accepts, Gravel accepts, and Jacola. Oh, wait, who is Jacola? And Anderson accepts Jacola. I completely forgot about him. I do remember him now, obviously, but I think he might have been another defenseman. He was like low top 4, medium top 4. Honestly, I'm not sure. Let's see. Where is he? Jacola. Yeah, he was a medium top 4. Also went undrafted, but he has a lot of value, so that's interesting. What's his name? Tommy Jacola. So he's a Finn. So let's see. The players that we just signed. Let's see. Where are they from? Medium elite. Anderson. He has a lot of value. That is good. He is from Norway, actually. So interesting. Johnson. Is he a Swede? He is a Swede. Booma, American or Canadian, I would assume. Yep, American. And then obviously Gravel, but I'm pretty sure he's Canadian. I'm pretty positive about that. He is in the AHL right now, though, so he'll probably be in the AHL. Now, if he is going to be starter, you never know. I might use him as a trade. Maybe we could look at getting a better goalie for the next 1-2 seasons, but I believe that is it, because we aren't going to sign anyone else. So let's start simming to the next season. We've got the 2021-2020 season on our way in the horizon. And man, let's see if we can have a better season than we did in the last one. That would be extremely nice. That would be awesome, to be honest. Only time will tell, though. And you never know. Maybe make the playoffs again, get past the first round. Could you imagine going against St. Louis again, then we finally get by them? Getting to the second round, that would be interesting. Or what if we get by a team in the first round, make it to the second round, and then go against St. Louis? Be an interesting story, that's for sure. But yeah, let's just wait. So we're now in the 2020-2021 season. All right, it's officially getting underway now. Captains and assistants, I really think I might change things up. Now, I really don't know if anybody on this team deserves captaincy right now. I do have it on Nico Hischier, but I haven't gotten the growth from Nico Hischier that I've wanted. He is still captain. Burakovsky is an assistant, but you know what? You know what? I'm going to unassign captaincy from Nico Hischier. I'm going to unassign the alternacy from Burakovsky. Then we're going to have an assistant in Pasternak and then an assistant in Johansson. So, not going to have a captain, but arguably our 3 best players on paper will now be our assistants. Hischier, I'm very sorry, but he just has not grown. So, let's see. What is the team looking like this year? Hischier, DeBrincat, and DeBrusk all got up to 44s to 84s, though, which is nice. Jake DeBrusk is an 84, but listed as a third liner. That is nice. No jump from Yoshimura. We also have Shore now, who has grown. Aberg still listed as a third liner. All right. Riley Barber's in the NHL right now. Valimaki is here. He is listed as a minor top 2, so you know what? May look to get a better defenseman. Luukkonen, he's listed as a minor starter goalie, which means I might go for a backup then as well. All right, let's see. Let's make some roster moves. Really, actually, before we do this, let's go back to edit lines, and we'll see the AHL lines. So let's see. We've got Sebastian Reese, Marco Vanainen. Oh my God. Yo, Pekka Markkanen. Yo, what the heck? Pekka Markkanen, the guy we traded for from New Jersey, grew up to an 83. I swear he was like a 76 when I showed you guys him in the offseason. Low elite, yeah, okay. Well, that's extremely nice. I don't know how well he would do. He had 44 points in the AHL last season, so you never know. He could be decent, but not only does that make our NHL team better, that really helps out. He's listed as a third liner as well, so Johansson, Liljegren, didn't see much of a jump out of him. McIsaac, Hag, Korolev, Afanajenov. Jesus, we've got so many defensemen. Goalies, Sturm and Herbass, so we may have to switch that around. We'll see. All right, well, this could be very interesting then. So let's see. What am I gonna do right now? Roster moves. Let's see. So we'll start in the NHL. We've got forwards. Let's see. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zadinia's also in the NHL. Let's see. I need to see their roles. So we've got 2 first liners and a second liner who don't know who our other first liner would be. Maybe Burakovsky. We'll have to wait and see. Third liner in Zadina, Shore, Yoshimura, and Aberg. Well, let's see. We're going to call up Markkanen. That's for sure. And then, now, who was the odd man out? You know what? It is really good. I think Pontus Aberg is the odd man out just because he is listed as a third liner. So let's see. We have a first line of Pastrnak, Johansson, and someone else. And a second line of Hischier, Burakovsky, and DeBrincat probably. Third line of DeBrusk, Markkanen, Zadina. Oh, man. Oh, this could be very bad. Okay, so how about a first line of Pastrnak, Johansson, Burakovsky. A second line of Hischier, DeBrincat, DeBrusk. Third line of Markkanen, Zadina, and Yoshimura. Shore will play fourth line with Lund and Barber. And then Connor Brown and Kasperi Kapanen will be our... one of them will be our extra forwards. Which one do I like more? Speed definitely goes to Kapanen. More defensive players, Brown, though. So you know what? Kapanen will be sent back down to the AHL. So that will be our forward core in the NHL. Defensively, we've got Doughty, McDonough, Shattenkirk, Willette, Carlson, Valimaki. Oh my god, we have so many defensemen. What am I going to do? I'm really going to need to figure out what I'm going to do with all these defensemen. I can't just keep all them here. So I'd like to send Valimaki down, and then we'll have to see. I'd like to send Valimaki down so he still plays in his proper role. Now, goaltenders. Let's see. We've got Ranta and Luukkonen. I'd like to send Luukkonen down. That means we'll have Luukkonen and Herbass. Then we'll have Gravel and Sturm as scratched goalies again. But you know what? I think it might just be time we give Luukkonen the backup role. He's a 77. Once he gets up to a 78, he should be a backup. He has a 94 glove high. I mean, his stats don't look too promising, but you never know. We'll have to wait and see how he does sim. Obviously, only time will tell, but yeah, we'll wait for that. So you know what? I think we will just keep it that way. But Sturm, I don't know if I'll give Sturm the time or not. I really want Herbass to start now because he's got obviously that medium elite potential. And we'll have to wait and see. I really don't know. So let's go to edit lines and let's see these lines in the NHL. Well, AHL will just do best lines for now. Let's see, though. In the NHL, we'll have Pastrnak, Johansson, and Burakovsky. Yep, that is fine with me. Let's see. Then we have DeBrusk, DeBrincat, and Hischier. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Hischier most definitely. Wow, Hischier has 86 faceoffs. That is actually really, really good. Then our third line will have Zadina, who's a right wing. No, he's a center. Oh, no, he's a right wing. Okay, so Markkanen and Zadina are both right wings. I will have to change that around. I cannot believe the growth from Markkanen. That is absolutely crazy. Then a fourth line of Barber. You know what? I think I'd rather scratch Barber. He doesn't have the greatest potential either, so we'll have Brown in instead. Instead. Now, Shore, Lawton. Lund has better face-offs. Lund will play center then. Now, our fourth line's actually pretty damn good. And it's good because I won't have to give any extra ice time to Lawton or Brown, even though I definitely wouldn't mind it since they have good defensive stats, like for the penalty kill. Sure, I will have to give ice time, though, because he is listed as a third liner. Now, who's got the best face-offs here? It is Zadina. So, you know what? We'll switch Zadina to a center and then switch Yoshimura to a winger. We'll switch Yoshimura to a left wing, I guess. Yeah, why not? DeBrincat will go to a right wing. Is that it? Yoshimura will be changed to a left wing. Zadina will be changed to a center. Lund will be changed to a center. Shore will be changed to a left wing. Now, defensively, I think I might want to play Shattenkirk on that top pair again. Now, I mean, our top two or our top four is pretty good. Well, that obviously isn't necessarily the greatest. I'd rather him be playing on the bottom pair. But, yeah, we're going to have to figure something out here. Really do not know. So, let's see. 15 minutes. I don't want to make it too long for you guys, but I'm going to do some... Well, I'm going to do a lot in this episode. So, DeBrincat, we will be changing to a right wing. Who else am I going to be changing? No other right wings I need to change. We've got Zadina to a center. All right. Zadina to a center. Lawton to a center. Then we've got Shore to a left wing. Yoshimura to a left wing. And then what else? DeBrusque is good. Pasternak is good. All right, so let's go change those potentials, and then we'll see where we are from there. I'm going to have to make a trade because I might look to pick up a better top four defenseman and also use some of the defensive prospects I have to do so. We'll have to wait and see, though. So DeBrincat will be changed to a right winger. Details, wow, he is a short guy, that's for sure. Right wing, DeBrincat. I mean, I kind of should probably change him to a playmaker. He has ridiculous playmaking stats, but if I show you them really quickly. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, sorry, I was thinking of someone else. Who? Was it DeBrusque? No, I was thinking of someone else, and it must have been a different series where he had an absolute ridiculous playmaking or puck skills category, but was listed as a sniper, and his shot wasn't near as good. But you know what? Yeah, his shot is crazy. Yeah, interesting. 51 points last year, obviously, is not bad. Burakovsky, not going to change. Markkanen, don't need to change. Willette, Shore, we need to change to a left wing. Okay. Is he a two-way forward? Or is he a power forward? Yeah, he's a two-way forward, so we will change. No two-way forward. Yeah, Shore will be a left wing now. All right. And then we'll also change Yoshimura to a left wing. Then Lund and Zadina to centers, which then will be the last move. And then I'm going to do... Oh, my. What? Terry Yoshimura is black? Nah, what the heck? That's awesome. I didn't know that. Terry Yoshimura is black. That is awesome. Number 24. I did not know he is black. Look at that mustache. That is crazy. I didnn't know that. That's awesome. Philo Zadina, a center. Terry Yoshimura. I mean, it doesn't really sound like a black name. I just didn't expect for him to be black. That's for sure. Nothing against black people, just so we know. Philip Zadina, number 87. Interesting choice, buddy. So we switched Zadina to a center, then Lawton to a center as well. And then I believe everything will be done for the NHL. Then we'll have to fix the AHL lines after that as well. So we'll switch Lawton to a center. There we go, number 49. Interesting. Now, I just want to make sure we have 4 in each of the forward categories. So we have 4 right wings. Extra player is Barber as a right wing, so it doesn't really matter. 4 left wings, 6 defensemen, and 4 centers. So I'm going to realistically need another defenseman as well. It says that Marc-Edouard Vlasic is on the block, which that could be interesting if he still is. Now, let's quickly go through. Anaheim, no. Arizona, no. Goligoski is on the last year of his deal. You never know. It's a possibility. Buffalo, no. Or Michael Rasmussen, no. Chicago has Hossa, 41 years old. Listed as a bottom 6 forward. Poor guy. Dallas. Got Dumoulin and Johnson. Both have pretty poor contracts, though. I'm not a fan of either of those. Zetterberg, 39 years old, potentially his last year. Pissick, Bukestad. I mean, Pissick, he's not that bad, but I don't know how I feel about the contract. It's too long for a contract like that. I don't really want that too much. Let's see. Marinson is very poor. Forsberg, no. Mason Henrique Palmieri, no. Phaneuf, last year of his deal. Maybe it's a possibility, that's for sure. Let's see. Now, Vlasic is there. Is he listed as a top 2? Or no, he is listed as a top 4. So you know what? I mean, he's very defensive, but why not? Marc-Edouard Vlasic, he doesn't have the most value in the world either, which is good. I was looking at him last year, but decided not to. Vegas, Mike Weber, no thank you. Washington and Winnipeg. So, you know what? Let's go back to San Jose and see if we can make a trade for Marc-Edouard Vlasic before the season starts. It's got a decent amount of value, so this should be interesting. But let's go check out our defensive prospects because we have so many. So Jocelyn, I would like to keep. Johnson and Bouma, I'd like to keep. Combs, he could go, but he's unsigned, so we don't really need to look at him. Anderson, I'd like to keep. Jakola, I'd like to keep. McIsaac, I'd like to keep. Korolev, I'd like to keep. Valimaki and Liljegren, I am keeping. You know what? I think it might be time for Aftergenov. Almond. Hag is pretty good. I mean, he's 69 overall at 21 years old, but I think there's better players I should bring in anyways. Lucas Johansson, I do not want to get rid of, though. But that is definitely... Actually, you know what? That's a lot closer than I thought. I gave them a lot of defensive prospects for defensemen I really don't need. So, I mean, Johnson, I want to keep. That's 1. Jocelyn, I want to keep. That's 2. Bouma, I want to keep. Korolev, I want to keep. Jakola, I want to keep. McIsaac, I want to keep. Anderson, I want to keep. Liljegren, I want to keep. Valimaki, I want to keep. Salo could go. And then Johnson, I want to keep. So really, I still have too many defensemen. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And only 6 of them can play in the AHL. What do I do? I want to play Valimaki, so that's why I want to send him down to the AHL. What do I do, though? I could send another player out. I mean, Johnson, I could take a risk. I literally just signed him. Same thing for Bouma. Jocelyn, I would like to keep. He does have the medium top 4. Jakola, I just got McIsaac. He's looking pretty solid so far. Liljegren, I still want to keep. I want to give him a chance. Even though he's 74 overall at 21, that's not the greatest. I still want to keep him just to give him that chance. Johansson, I don't want to give up, even though he's 22. He's still got very good potential and still potentially could be something for us. So, man, I mean, you know what? Really don't think I could use another player here. I don't necessarily want to, at least. Johnson is the lowest overall, who we obviously just picked up. Mikhail Johnson. So wait, Johnson we could play. Jocelyn, I believe we can play now. Bouma, we could play. Korolev, we definitely could play. Jakola, McIsaac, can we play now? I honestly do not know. Anderson, we could play. Liljegren, we could play. Valimaki, we could play. Johansson, we could play. That basically didn't help at all. So, you know what? What do I do? 57 at 20. I just signed him. I don't want to get rid of him. But then again, it's the same thing for Bouma and Johnson. You know what? I'm going to use Johnson. What? You know what? Yeah. Let's see. Do they have another defenseman that they're looking to get rid of? They do not. All right. Well, can we go back to defenseman? Let's see. Well, I mean, I was going to say maybe I could bring in a depth defenseman, but Well, I mean, I could. Paul Martin, last year of his deal. Julius Bergman, I don't need another young defenseman, so Paul Martin maybe. But is that right? Is that what I want to do now? So we'd have Doughty, McDonough, Shattenkirk, Vlasic, Willette, Carlson, and then, actually, wait, is Martin what? Martin is what? See, he's listed as a top 6, so more than likely one person would not be happy, but I'd keep him out, that's for sure. We sorted by overall here in San Jose, did we? Yes, we did. Okay, so Martin, you know what? It's last year of his deal. I don't really care about him. He can be the extra defenseman. All right. Now, will this trade go through? So we've got Afanajanov, who I'm going to give up on, which kind of sucks. Didn't really pan out as much as I would have liked, but it's fine. Defensive defenseman, we'll let him go. Tom Almond, who we got from free agency a few years ago. Nicholas Hague, I mean, he's definitely not looking too bad, but low top 4, 69 overall, 21. It's not great. Obviously, he's 6'5", but still. Robin Salo, don't really think I'd get much from him. Mikhail Johnson could be a bit of a risk, but you know what? Let's go for it. I'm probably going to get a word from, yeah, there it is, a word from someone saying that, they're mad that I traded away Johnson so early. So now let's see. In the system, we've got, not in the system. Go back to forwards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. Defenseman, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Valimaki will go down. All right. Well, let's edit some lines now. Let's see. What are these D lines going to look like? So we're going to switch out Willette for Vlasic, a very good defensive defenseman. Then Carlson and Willette will continue to be our third pair for another season. Scratch player is Paul Martin. So, all right, this should be a very interesting year. Our D-core definitely just got better. Zadina has went down for that trade. Because of locker room interaction. Same thing for sure. It's probably, yeah, it's because I traded away Johnson so early. I'm sorry. Markkinen also went down. Basically just the young players that went down. Nobody else really cares. So, all right, boys. I think, other than that, no, I just clicked best lines. Jesus, I did not mean to do that. Oh, fuck. I meant to switch. Jesus, I meant to switch to the AHL. My bad. So you know what? I will be back in the next episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy. We'll have the lines straightened out for the next episode, and I'll see you guys all then. Goodbye.